Let's take a moment and talk about authority. A very unpopular subject unless you happen to be the person who's holding the authority. And the people who hold authority love it. They just think it is a great power trip or something. Otherwise, not very popular. In fact, authorities are commonly disrespected nowadays, which is sad. It ought not to be, but it is commonplace nowadays. Think about our public schools now. I remember the day if I got in trouble at school, I got in trouble at home. My mama never marched herself down and had an argument with a teacher for getting on to me. If she said anything to the teacher, she said, "How can I help you discipline that young man?" And that was the way it worked back then. Nowadays, there's a lot of disrespect. It can be the politicians, it can be the police officers, it can just be anybody in authority for some reason or another. There are a lot of folks that feel like they're supposed to disrespect, sound off, be ugly to them because they are the manager or Dollar General or something. I mean, it's this crazy mentality we've gotten into. And then here we come along, us Christians, and we bring Christ, who says he has all authority in heaven and on earth. And then he tells us in this same passage that we're supposed to obey whatsoever he commanded. And so here we come with the Bible into a modern culture that appears to hate authority. And we're saying, now here's an authority you need to bow the knee to in everything you do, 24/7, every minute of every day. Well, it's crazy, isn't it? But people don't connect the dots. Authority is a blessing. Authority is a wonderful blessing. We have this wonderful country because of the authority structure that exists. Now, I will agree with you that there are problems with our authority structure, starting all the way at the top at Washington and then trickling down. But if it wasn't for this government that we have, we wouldn't have the America that we have. If it wasn't for the military we have, we wouldn't have the freedom that we have. If it wasn't for our law enforcement, we wouldn't have the safe societies that we have. And we see that deteriorate right before our eyes, not because of law enforcement, but because of the absence of law enforcement. If it wasn't for the authority structures, we wouldn't have the higher education that we have. People are not going to go out and educate themselves on their own. We rely on public education, we rely on the college system, and there's wonderful authority systems there. We have infrastructure. We have interstates and cell phones and all this wonderful stuff because there are various authority structures that made this possible. What I'm telling you is authority is a wonderful blessing. Think it out, and then I want you to take that blessing on over into spirituality and recognize that authority is a blessing in spirituality also, because all roads do not lead to heaven, and is the one that has been authorized that leads to heaven. And thus authority, again, is a blessing. So again, a little bit of something to think about. Give that some thought. Put your comments below if you'd like, and have a great day.